actually, and it happens to do with growing up as a biracial girl. So here it goes. One foot and then the other, taking in wafts of fresh crayons and breaking in my new backpack. This was the first day of school. My mother trailed closely behind. I often forgot she was there in the haze of an easily overwhelmed 5-year-old. We found the classroom after what felt like a marathon, and were immediately greeted with the radiant smile of my kindergarten teacher. I was brimming with excitement. That excitement dampened when the first thing she said was a question asking if I was adopted. My mother wrapped her arms around me, holding me in a tight embrace when she lovingly replied, "No, she's my baby and she's all mine." The moment passed and we continued exploring the classroom. Another parent warmly welcomed us, exclaiming to my mother that, "You're so lucky to have adopted such a beautiful little girl." I took the compliment, while what was once excitement turned into confusion. The question was asked so many times that my mother had to reassure me that I was in fact her biological daughter. Moments like this repeated through my childhood. There were the incessant ringing that made my ears ache and my self-image quake. Acceptance was the goal, and I had been looking to be accepted into the wrong crowd. Switching schools changed the colors of the faces around me. A magnet program meant new demographics, granting new hope. Entering a diverse class of deemed to be mathematically and scientifically gifted middle school students made different the new normal. This was the mentality of the program, the predominantly male program. Cultural differences were accepted, but gender differences crossed the line. Being one of the few females in a science class, I was chosen last for a review game, only to carry my team to victory. In computer programming, my success was often offensive to my peers. Math classmates often rang the same bell. The halls of Magruder were initially a labyrinth, but 2 years later, I was the personal topographer to any freshman in distress. These acts were longing to simpler days. One AP, a backpack less than 20 pounds, and a pouch full of freshly sharpened Ticonderoga pencils. Junior year was a challenge that I couldn't wait to scale. Upon becoming one of my teacher's most trusted students, I gleamed. She was a fountain of science knowledge, and I noted every lecture of hers to perfection. The class was discussing college options, and as the only African American in the room, my opinion was trying to be hushed because I was the only one who knew affirmative action wouldn't make the admission process any easier for myself. The professor said she backed my argument, silencing my classmates and attracting every gaze. She proceeded to tell me that I would be better off in the process if I bleached my skin and only bubbled in my white ethnicity, then flashed a smile. I was shocked into a trance, and since then her words have rang hollow. Self-confidence was never a problem. Self-image was always the problem. I was told that I was too black to be white, but too white to be black. As a scientist and a woman, I was constantly put in the situation to choose between the two, and I did. My skin was the cause of prejudice, and my gender was offensive to the people around me. It took 14 years to rub the denial out of my eyes and wake up to the reality of myself and the societal tension that I caused. It took 17 years to stop apologizing for it and start embracing it. My individuality is my superpower, and I am a black woman in science.